friends. Today we're going to make a drink called a kheer. A kheer is a drink from the 1970s. It was super popular back then. It's comprised of white wine. You're supposed to use kind of dry white wine. It really doesn't matter. You can use any kind of white wine. And creme de cassis, which we'll talk about in a moment. So in the 70s, there was a different kind of body type that was popular. Everybody was really skinny in the 70s. It was probably because of all the drugs everybody was doing. Anyway, kheer was a perfect drink to have at a nightclub because it didn't have a lot of calories. It also doesn't have a lot of alcohol, so you can keep drinking them and pounding them back for hours and hours and hours, along with whatever drugs you were doing in your club, and not get super fat. Anyway, the drink is very light, very low in calories, and flavorful. So what you do is, you take your white wine and you take your creme de cassis. Now, creme de cassis is a liqueur made from black currants. You probably don't know what black currants are because most of you who are watching are American. Outside of America, black currants are very popular. They're kind of sweet and tangy at the same time. They look like grapes. We don't have them here. We haven't had them here in a long time because the crop, the black currant crop, was thought to create a kind of fungus that destroys trees. And we have a lot of lumber business here in America, and we didn't want that kind of fungus. So there was a law against planting and cultivating black currants up until like 10 years ago or 15 years ago, which is why nobody here knows what this is. But that's what this is. It's a very popular liqueur, even though we don't actually know anything about the fruit here in America. This is a very simple drink to make. You take your creme de cassis, your black currant liqueur, and you pour just a little bit of it, like a couple of teaspoons worth at most, into the bottom of your wine glass. Then you take your white wine, whatever kind of white wine you like. I am using a Sauvignon Blanc, doesn't matter. You slowly fill the rest of the glass. You have a little pretty purplish color now to your drink. Doesn't that look nice? Sort of purplish. The garnish for this drink is a lemon twist. Once you've cut off a small piece of rind, you run it around the rim of the glass. You then take the rind and you twist it to get that little bit of oil off the rind into the glass. Then you drop it in and you have your kheer. Notice the color. It's a little bit darker than it was before the creme de cassis. The creme de cassis adds a little bit of sweetness without adding a ton of calories, which is what people wanted in the 70s. Just a little bit sweeter than white wine, a little bit more interesting, a little bit different. The next time you go to a bar, order a kheer. It's a wonderful drink. If you have creme de cassis at home, you can make it yourself. Honestly, you'll like it. It's just a little bit different than your ordinary glass of white wine. Drink up, enjoy.